And Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest, but now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering, how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give them a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
Switch, yellow. Check 15. Strike. Check, strike. Ready, go.
On third down, they're going to run for it here. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 113 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on third. Third and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. Room here to run. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. A great effort there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And we are tied at 14. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving.
A huge play there for Denver. 49 yards.
The timing was absolutely true as he caught it working across the field. Plenty of space for him to roam. But notice how he keeps his head on a swivel, looking for defenders who may crop up out of nowhere. That turned into a big play.
On first down, Wilson. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
And we've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he is a get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short gain.
On second down, Williams. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
A field goal would get him the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on third down. But he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Let's go! Let's go!
Williams will score. Touchdown, Broncos. Everybody in the stadium knew what they were going to do right there, CD. 3 tight ends on the field, all that extra bulk, and they run it in.
And you saw where that one went, right? You run it over your best blocker. I can just see the head coach right now. I want to run this one over the big boy. And they got it done.
The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. Noah Igbenogany from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. So already not the best of kick returns there, but that penalty, that adds insult to injury and backs him up even closer to the goal line.
Yeah, not ideal field position to begin a drive, is it? Because the extra pressure now goes on the offense. They've got to get some early yards and get away from the shadow of their own goalposts. What every offense wants to do in this situation, get 2 first downs to help out with field position at the least.
And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24. 177 yards rushing for him now in the afternoon as he continues to put a hurt on this defense. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with third down coming up.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, every single time.
They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Check. Ultra. Go ultra. Cut.
On third down, they're going to run for it here. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. Now they try the right side here. They'll get it across the 35. It'll be second down. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. 1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Hey, go steal. Go.
On second down, they'll run it here. And he's got room. And he's taken down, but not before he gets to the Broncos' 27-yard line. That one good for 37 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. And now here's a carry heading left. Down at the 25.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
On second down, they'll run it here. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. The offense on third down, no problems to this point. A perfect 5 for 5. This is 3rd and 8.
Check, peek. Mega.
Now a handoff running through the middle. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. From the left hash mark, this a 43-yard attempt. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that'll bring him back within 4. So an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, you know, 4th quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the end.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And this has been a tight game to this point. Of course, they usually are at this juncture of the playoffs. But with the lead in the football, the clock right now their friend as they try to book their spot in the conference championship next Sunday. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Wilson. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. His big game continues. 10 catches now and another first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Throwing is Wilson. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Up the middle, it's Williams. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. They run it again with Williams. And he's going to get this one down to the 45. Jalen Phillips, the edge man on the tackle. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. It's 2nd down. Now a timeout called for by the defense. That'll be their 2nd, so one more chance to stop the clock here. And we'll be back. From the gun, it's a run for Williams. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down. Wilson to throw. Got a man and he hits him in stride. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. It's 1st and goal and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. The win for the Broncos seemingly assured. They go down to a knee. On 2nd and goal, standing alone in the backfield is Williams. They go to